Grandmaster Nihal Sarin of PBG Alaskan Knights is here with us. Nihal, that was a very sharp game you played against Volodar Murzin. If you could take us through the game.
Yeah, it was a very interesting game. I think really sharp, as you said. The opening was quite interesting. It was kind of a sideline, and I think I managed to make quite good moves today quite fast, and fortunately it turned out well.
Well, you played some fantastic moves, knight d4, and then later on rook b3, some amazing tactical shots. So, can you tell us what was your thought process behind those moves? Knight d4, cd4, bd4, bishop c5 was the idea. I think he did not play cd4.
Sorry.
You played knight takes d4 and his pawn was on c3. C takes d4 he did not play because the idea was cd4, bd4, bishop c5 I think.
This game.
Yeah, this game against Volodar Murzin today.
Already forgot.
Okay, no problem. Anyway, Nihal, yesterday we interviewed Anish and he said that you're a solid asset for the team. You have been playing fantastic. You scored an unbeaten 6 out of 7 so far. So what do you have to say about it? Giri's impression on you?
Yeah, so far I'm very happy. I just want to hope to finish the tournament well as well, and just to keep going with the flow, go with the momentum, and hope to play well till the end.
Well, your team is just a match win away from advancing to the finals. You have been completely dominant throughout. So, what would you say is going right for the entire team, PBG Alaskan Knights?
I don't know. One good thing is we are all playing quite well. In a team event, it's really important that pretty much all the players should play well. So, fortunately, that is clicking for us so far, and of course we have had our luck too. I mean, I wouldn't say the majority is not luck, of course, but I mean there has to be some luck as well. So we have been a bit fortunate as well, and yeah, that's.
Well, your game against Daniel Dada, which ended in a draw, it was appealed and eventually it went into your favor. So, would you like to say something about it? I mean, previously we just talked with Nakamura also, who was okay with the decision. So, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah. So. I don't know. I appealed a draw. So. Yeah, I had so I was winning throughout the game, and I appealed a draw at the very end, but
So on behalf of my clients, I would like to say that we have just looked at the case in great detail and have concluded together with the judges that my client has been on the right. And the intimidation that he's facing post this trial is very, very disturbing. And I hope our enemies feel bad. And as a representative of Nihal and a professional lawyer, I hope that the media, as well as all the people in the crowd, give us the space and the time that we need to get used to the new situation and start moving forward, because this is what it's about. It's about moving forward. It's about the chess. It's about this beautiful game, and not about the scandals. And this is my statement. Thank you.
Well, speaking about beautiful game, you scored your first win of the tournament today against Vishy Anand. You played some fantastic chess. If you could tell us about it.
Okay, I hijacked Nihal interview, but I think he's won every single game, and the only game he hasn't won is because of the flag situation, because he didn't have the mouse with him. If he had the mouse, he would have flagged them all easily. But yeah, no, I had also one good game in a row today, and it was a very complex game. A lot of things could have happened. I think at some point I could improve all my pieces, and I was I got everything flowing, and I converted also quite well, fortunately. There were some moments I had doubts, but luckily my instincts were good.
Yeah, you played a beautiful move, e4 against Anand, and then everything started going towards your way. So, what was your reaction when you got to play e4 in that position?
Yeah, it was one of those things where I felt like sometimes your position is you've played well so far, and now the natural consequence would be to then play. Like my whole play so far would only make sense if I play e4 95, right? And then sometimes you doubt and don't make that move, which is the most obvious one. And then your whole thing collapses. And that happened to me very often, but this time I decided to just trust my instinct. I didn't even bother to calculate very much. I just went e4 and improves my knight and all my pieces, and it worked out really well. I'm glad. I think it's also normal when you sort of have a good position and then you make all the logical, natural moves, that sort of works well, unless you at some point blink, and if you don't blink, then this sort of the logic in chess is like that, yeah?
Well, I hope today is a good day to ask. Your team is doing fantastic, has been completely dominant, just one match win away from advancing to the finals. So what would you say is the reason behind everything going so well? Apart from, you were playing well, Nihal is playing well, Abdusattorov scored a win, but from your perspective, you would like to know.
So what is going well apart from Nihal winning every single game, Abdusattorov winning almost every single game, and Mamedyarov winning most of his games, Alina winning most of her games, and Tanmur winning most of her games? Yeah, apart from that, not much is going for us. No, I think everybody is either performing to expectations or overperforming. At this point, I think everybody is maybe overperforming, that's all what you need. I mean, I've played so many team events, and I've never had the luxury of having a team where everybody's playing well. But we need to finish the job because it's hard every day, and we also, even if we finish that first job, we need to come strong for the final, because other teams are also really good, and as we had seen in our matchups with many of the rounds, but in particular the team of Magnus, when we played, was very close, and it's every day can get close. It can be dominant, it can also be close, so early to relax.
Thank you very much, Anish, for your time and also for hijacking Nihal's interview. We all had a lot of fun.
No, I don't like hijacking interviews. I know stealing the limelight from other people is very, very bad, and I try not to do this. But when I saw my client being absolutely exposed and pressured, I figured I need to step in and defend his rights.
Thank you for saving your client, and good luck for the rest of the matches.